Oh, baby, how you lie. Can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam.
Huge. This is big.
Let's just get into it. How about that?
I love it.
Should we just get into it?
We're literally starting. Here we go. Okay, I can't wait.
Because we have so many life updates to share, or not share.
Well, you guys do.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's start out with this.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is big. Huge. This is the biggest millennial podcast since our 100th, which was like 4 weeks ago.
I don't know. Don't get so excited.
No. Should I take down the congratulations sign from our 100th and
do something else?
Yeah.
No, okay. On the show last week,
Yes.
which sounded horrible audio quality, thanks to you.
I'm doing the show like I'm in some library back room from my computer. It was sick last minute. I had to do it on Zoom.
Yeah, well, thank you for not spreading the germs. I mean, you did bring the germs into the house
The worst.
when you were dog sitting. We'll get to that story. Hold on to your heads for that.
Yeah.
Also have a hilarious antidote to share about cinnamon rolls.
I'm in. Love.
Okay, remind me about the stale cinnamon rolls. And but first, I think what everybody wants to know is last week we talked about our producer Ellie.
Yes.
Had a huge job interview.
Yes.
In fact, I was just listening to that podcast this morning, and we had high hopes. We were so excited. We felt like the interview went really.
You said
putting
you put a big D at the
putting your
back.
drumming hands away. We felt like she was a shoe-in because of her vast experience of, editing our podcast on YouTube.
Absolutely.
And Ellie, what's the update?
I don't know yet.
Oh, they're dragging you along?
Yup.
Oh.
Apparently early next week doesn't mean Monday, Tuesday. It might mean Wednesday.
It's one of those brutal things where every time your phone buzzes, you're like, is it news? And then I keep checking my email as if the company she interviewed for would email her mother.
I texted her. I was like, I'm like constantly refreshing my email. Like I can't stop looking at it. She goes, me too.
A little CC on there.
We don't know. Now this company that she's applied for has a lot going on right now.
A little
In
busy.
their
I love how you're besties with them. Like my friend's got a lot going on. It's super busy.
It's like known nationwide the season that they're in, the busy season that they're in. They're accountants. Just kidding.
It's tax season.
It's
guess
something
firework
season.
makers, but
It's a
okay.
season. So yeah, we don't have. Sadly, we don't have an update.
Okay, but no news is good news though.
I don't know. Is no news good news or is no news bad
I
news?
just want to know at this point. It's a little brutal. I just really just want to know.
How amazing would it be if they called her
I-
right during the episode?
Well,
They're not at the office yet.
They could though. Never
They're not at the office. Are they
Wouldn't that be? Would it be good to find out live or not live? It's kind of like those. It's kind of like those videos that I see on TikTok where people are finding out if they're like the first child in their family to ever go to college, and I'm like,
Please say that. Or like the proposal videos.
yeah. I've never seen one of those, but okay.
I was at a resort once where someone got rejected. A guy.
Tell us that story.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
Yeah, what?
we were traveling with my fiance's family, and his brother-in-law was going to propose, so he was scheduled to propose on Monday, and then but the night before. There was a guy like kind of talking to people and trying to get a proposal set up, but he's doing it all last minute. And then the next day we see a girl leaving by herself, like in a plane, and then we find out that she said no.
And just casually got on a plane.
Yeah, she got on a plane.
That's a no.
No. Somehow I feel like she's going to be okay.
I'm taking myself on a self date on my own plane.
From the resort.
No, okay, this is your age and your age. A little bit beyond my age. Wouldn't the guy know at this point?
I think he was trying to like speed it up and trying to like get a ring on her finger and like just kind of hope she said yes. And
Nail it down.
And I think
Lock it down.
Lock her in. And she said no.
Yeah, I think she got scared and jetted off.
Oh,
Wow, on a jet plane. That's not quite the millennial lifestyle I'm living, but that is something else, though. I gotta say, wow.
Yeah.
So we don't have an update for Ellie, but speaking of weddings, how did your speech go at your friend's wedding?
I have to say, so I do a fair amount of public speaking between youth ministry and apparently we're emceeing something down the road this fall. It's gonna be great. I was so nervous to give this speech because with the best man speech, it's a lot different than just going out and having fun in front of a crowd. You want to honor your friend, you want to have some fun with it, but you also don't want to insult.
Right.
It's in front of everybody you've ever met in your entire life at this particular.
How many weddings have you been to? The best man speeches are always about the insults.
I know, that's the worst part. But I have this thing where either I insult or I insult. So I'm like, I got to find a happy medium. So it went awesome. I had several people come up to me afterwards and shake my hand and said that was beautiful. That's how it's done.
Do you have a clip? Can we share a clip on the pod?
I gotta share this. I didn't realize this. Right before I go on, I'm super nervous, right? And they say, hey, could you stand in this one spot? We have X on the ground. We're going to have a big camera and spotlight also on you so you can't move or else you'll go off camera. And I'm just like, what about a giant spotlight? I ate a bunch of pork. I'm not feeling so good here.
Now, I would have a different response. I'd be like, giant
Hello.
An X on the floor.
Yeah, right.
Hello.
Watch me insult my friend in HD.
Just kidding. Can you get us a clip? Can you get producer Ellie a clip?
I can try and sneak one maybe.
Yeah.
Because I know the groom and bride pretty good.
Come on now. We got to promote your professional best man speech giver.
So you can get my drenched in sweat look for about...
Have you heard that there's such a thing as professional bridesmaids? Ellie, do you know about this?
Yeah.
What?
You can hire people to stand in your wedding. Like, let's say the groom has a bunch of friends, and he has a bunch of groomsmen, and you don't have a ton of friends, or maybe you only have like a sister,
or you don't like your friends,
or you don't want them to uncommit to it. And
it's true.
Yeah, you hire a professional bridesmaid, and then she kind of can sometimes act as like a coordinator throughout the day, because I mean, she doesn't really get to be there for you. You don't know her, so
I feel like that's super sad.
A
little bit. Like,
What's
hey,
that?
you're here be my friend for $100 for an hour.
Yeah, it might even be more than that. If this job does not work out for you, you have beautiful auburn-colored hair.
True.
I think you could promote yourself as an auburn friend.
Are you gonna sell yourself like those palette matches? Like, I go great with blondes and
Yes,
brunettes.
yes. Well, sometimes the brides are all about the aesthetic.
Well, they're all about the aesthetic. That's true.
Oh, that's true.
The color, the shape,
Oh, yeah, we know.
everything.
Ellie picked out her wedding flowers this week.
I
She forgot to invite me to that appointment.
Ooh.
I know it was a thing. I just went, but my mom knows this before.
Didn't know it was a thing that your mother.
Who has flowers out front that are still alive because of me. Thank you very much.
They're not looking great, but they are still alive. Thank you.
Must have caught what I had. But no, it went awesome. Thanks for asking. It was amazing. First best man speech ever. It was great. I'm still drying off from sweat. Everything worked out
Good,
awesome.
good.
Amazing.
Good to hear.
It's amazing.
Okay, so I had you dog sit when we were away for a wedding weekend. Now, you never sleep very good when you're at a VRBO. Sometimes I sleep really good at a hotel because they've got really nice mattresses. Some of them do.
Yes.
But a VRBO, not so much.
Not the same.
And we were in town. We were in Iowa for a nephew's wedding.
Yes.
And my lovely sister-in-law rented a VRBO that slept 15. Actually, I found out later it only slept 12, but we had 15 people.
Oh, gosh.
So we get there and we're like, well, Zane, I guess you're sleeping in a cupboard.
Stinks to be the youngest.
Called it his cubicle.
Now, Zane is the youngest of the entire family and is a diva, right?
I could potentially see it.
Okay, so what Zane did is the first night he slept. It literally is a cupboard that had kind of some padding on it.
It was a wood board with a pillow on top of it.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's a little Harry Potter bedroom.
It was something.
yeah.
So then he convinces Ellie's fiance that he would enjoy.
Who is 6'1", by the way. 6'1".
That he would enjoy pretending to be sleeping in a submarine, and wouldn't he want to sleep there? And the fiance went for it.
No, he did not.
He did.
Marrying the right guy then. Oh, my word. So, did he have to open other cupboards too so his feet could stick out, or how did this work?
I slept fine, I guess. I don't know.
Well, he is like 21, so they can kind of sleep in it.
So it's still college life. It's basically a futon with a roof.
It's basically, yeah. But I mean, like, I was unaware that this was happening. There's no way I would have allowed it.
Because you were in bed at 10. Until 12.
Every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited. I get tired. I'm sorry. I cannot change my body clock even at a fancy event.
I feel like that's brilliant to go to bed first, though, because then don't you get the pick of where to sleep?
Oh, I got the pick of where to sleep.
You were in a kitchen corner?
The weird thing about this VRBO is it had 2 bathrooms for 15 people. And the main bathroom was the only one that had plugs in it.
Uh-oh.
So the bathroom was off of the kitchen, and the bedroom where I slept with 2 of my kids was across the house. So you literally had to make an announcement. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to need that for 20 minutes. Anyone else need to be in this space? And everybody needed to be in the space when I needed to take a shower.
Then you hear something in the closed kitchen cupboard. No, I'm good.
Listen, there was not enough ashwagandha in all of the land to keep me calm.
Yeah, you should have seen her reaction when Mallory and Piper were in the bathroom doing her hair and makeup before the wedding. At the allotted time that Ceci thought she had the bathroom to do her hair and makeup for the wedding.
This is a home gym situation, isn't it? You took my time.
I felt like I had a family meeting. I felt like I was very clear. I was like, your dad and I are going on a 4-mile walk, and then we're running to town to get Zane a t-shirt for the wedding to wear under his nice shirt, then this, then that. So, like, we'll be back around this time. The wedding, we have to be at the wedding at 4. You know, what happens when I come back? Oh, I guess I need to be in the bathroom.
Well, I'll defend the people that are not here right now.
Please.
So,
yeah, speak for your siblings. Please.
But when you get ready for an event, how early do you really want to be ready? Do you want your makeup done 2 hours before or half an hour before you leave?
I can't speak to this, but I have the white shirt struggle where if I eat anything or if I'm within 30 feet of anyone eating anything, I will get spilled on.
You're Zane's spirit animal?
I'm in the kitchen cupboard hiding so my shirt doesn't get ruined and sleeping apparently. So
that's fine, but like, this is my thing with my children concept. Observe the situation. Be aware. What's going on around you?
Yes, because a 14-year-old teenager is very much aware of other people's surroundings in terms of getting their hair and makeup.
Come on, right?
Good point.
They know if your Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh, man.
So then we just spread it on the dining room table and it was fine.
What's that? When you guys used the makeup mirror I brought?
I did do that. But I made another solution and I didn't ask you about it.
This is why I set up a tent in the front yard of an Airbnb. I'm my own space. I don't care if it's hot.
Yeah, we won't be doing that again. I appreciate the thought, and you do save a boatload of money when you're going in with a bunch of people. But my anxiety level
was a little
super high.
Peaking.
So I talked to my doctor yesterday. You know, I'm going to this like wellness place.
Yes, that's
it's
right.
all about being well.
Oh yeah.
Are you? I haven't heard about it before.
Okay, hit pause. Hit pause right now. I'm playing a video for you guys. If you're a new listener, which we are picking up a couple of new ones.
To open up the can.
She sure did. She opened up the can.
We're all not well now.
Okay, you remember how like I promote wellness information, you know, on this?
Absolutely.
NASA did studies on rebounding or
What?
jumping on a mini trampoline. They said it's 68% more effective than jogging, and 10 minutes of jumping on a trampoline is better than 33 minutes of running.
I'm
Did
sorry.
you know that NASA did studies on...
I did know that. Thanks for sharing. Shared it last week.
Which makes me a little mad because I've wasted so much time jogging. I could have saved so much time
And had more fun.
and watched TV
Agreed.
while working home.
Okay, that was a little interlude, but so back to my wellness doctor. Okay, so I had a chat with him yesterday.
Yes.
Like we have a check-in once a month. You know, I'm on the gut protocol. Don't need to go into that. But then he also apparently has discovered that I have something in my body known as high cortisol.
Cortisol has something to do.
Is the what hormone?
It is the sleepy hormone.
I wish. Approaching my 50s. I wish I had a sleep hormone. There's no such thing. It's the stress hormone.
Oh.
So he casually suggested to me that I might benefit from taking ashwagandha. Which is an herb like over the counter. Like it's no big deal.
Okay.
It's been he told me it's been used for thousands and thousands of years. He tells me. So I had this check-in with him yesterday, and he was like, how are you finding the ashwagandha? Oops, I'm having a... Okay. And
An ashwagandha moment.
I was like, here's what's interesting when I take it, when I remember to take it.
Yeah.
I feel not so control freaky. I feel as if I could allow the thought to enter my mind that someone else might have a good idea.
Double the dose.
She wants some ashiyashi on that guy.
You should ask him. I should send him an email.
Like,
My daughter's wondering if I could double the
strength.
Yeah.
Can we take twice a day? Like, can we take breakfast and lunch or something? Maybe before we have a conversation where I might have an idea.
I have been so chill-ish.
Hashtag wedding planning.
Hashtag yes. So he starts chuckling and he goes, I know that that's something that you struggle with, this cortisol, which is why I recommended it to you. And so he's like, keep taking it, girl, keep taking it. Like, I will. But there was not enough ashwagandha in all of the land for me to deal with the fact that the bathroom was on the other side of the house from the bedroom. And the other thing is, okay, I lost my train of thought.
You got so stressed.
Maybe there's an herb for that. I don't know. Probably. I got so stressed.
It's called sticky notes.
Yeah. So it helped. It's just we did leave a day early.
That did happen.
That did happen. Well, at least you didn't overstay the welcome. So never want to be that person.
Yeah. So while we were away ashwagandhaing it and dancing, at the wedding, where my 12-year-old son announced to the crowd that he was going to go get another cocktail. He was drinking juice.
Look, that kid was stuffed in a kitchen counter all weekend. I don't have 2 cocktails, kiddo.
I'm going to go get another cocktail.
That's right. Let me ask your pastor dad about that.
Yes. Dave goes, juice. You're getting more juice.
Oh my gosh.
The lemonade did look kind of cool, though. It was like a pink, rose-colored lemonade.
It was very farm to table. They made the lemonade from the berry that they grew on the farm where they got married.
Yeah.
This is
Eliana is not having a farm to table.
Absolutely.
a little more how we say casual.
No. Nothing casual about this one.
Grab the ashwagandha. It's going to be a biggie.
That's why I'm saying we got to double the dose now. It's just a more modern wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome.
Are you doing the hanging donut thing for the dessert table?
I got the ixnay on the donut wall years ago. Can't do donut wall, can't do cheesecake.
Never mind.
Any dessert I have suggested that is not cream puffs or cupcakes has been rejected.
Cupcakes? Cake. I want wedding cake.
You want
You don't
tradition.
have to pay a $2 per piece cutting fee.
There is not.
Yeah, they charge you to cut wedding cake.
I'll cut your cake for free.
Great.
And do the best man speech.
I've known Brayden since about backstage.
It's super.
That's right. I'll cut and talk. Whatever you need me to do.
So while we were at the wedding, you were dog sitting, and since I was not sleeping well in the Airbnb, I got a freak out text from you at 3 a.m., as did my next door neighbor.
Yep. That's accurate.
What happened?
So I almost didn't have a chance to cut your cake, Ellie. I didn't think I was going to make it. So realistically,
This is life with my millennial best friend. My millennial best friend.
I was writing my eulogy with half consciousness. So I came down with a bad flu bug when I got here a couple days before. And then that second morning I woke up. And here's the crazy part. The night before, I started to feel a little better. I thought I was improving. It was like a little fever, body aches, the whole rigmarole. I get up, 3 a.m., second night here, and I am shaking, shivering. And I was like, whoa, that guy's going to be good. And feeling super hot. So I I realized I have no idea where any of your medical things are in the house. So at 3:05 a.m. in the morning, I'm shuffling around, hands out, looking around your kitchen, going through drawers, bathroom drawers. I apologize, looking for a thermometer and a washcloth to get cold, to get whatever's going on down. So I find the thermometer, finally in the kitchen. I take it. It's like 102 point something. I'm like, whoa.
I'm dying.
This is it.
One foot in the grave.
You're going to have to feed yourself for 3 days, bud, until they're back. So I try to get it down. I get the washcloth finally. I get the cold water on it, put it on the forehead.
Doesn't think to take Advil.
or
a fever reducer.
I took something that evening before. That's why I thought, I'm in the clear. This is great. I'm starting to feel better. It's breaking. I've sweat. It's the sign that everything's going to be fine. So for an hour and a half, trying to get this sucker down, I can't. I finally take the temperature again, 103.5.
You were like shooting up. You were dead.
If I invested in my fever, I'd be a rich man right now. It was going up fast. So I say, look, here's what I need to do. I got to go in to the hospital. I got to get this down because it's too much.
Right.
And it keeps going. I can't get it down. I'm like, this is for real. This is the highest fever I've ever had in 20 years.
Now, that is a 30-year-old thermometer, but anyway.
No one ever said NA the first couple times. That's kind of weird.
Okay.
So I text your neighbor. I text you. I text everybody else I had plans for that day.
He texts my neighbor in case he doesn't make it back alive. This is how much Adam cares.
Yeah.
In case he dies in the hospital on the gurney. She can come in and take care of the dog.
Absolutely, that's it. That's it. So I get to the hospital. I'll fast forward to that. They were great. They got the fever down. They did what needed to be done.
They gave you Tylenol?
They gave me the best stuff. They gave me a whole bag of fluids. The only thing they could find out of all these different things they tested, they did COVID and strep and blood tests and chest x-ray. Everything was fine, negative.
Chest x-ray?
Yeah, well.
It's going to be a $7,000 visit to the ER.
We need a dog sit a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all that worked out. They gave me a little anti-nausea medication to pick up. Here's where it gets hilariously comical, and it's totally fine. I just started reading this new devotional book, and I said, all right, you know what? I'm mad I'm sick again, but I'll tell you what, Lord, I'm gonna try and pick the high route and the holy route. I'm gonna be good. If I'm gonna be down for several days, I'm gonna take time to read this devotional. I'm not gonna be on my phone or TV the whole time. I'm gonna take the time while I'm in bed to do this. I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna accept what this is, and Lord, this is for you. So I pull in. I come in the front door, still have a fever, feeling terrible. The devotional is shredded all over the living room. With the dog sitting there just staring at me. And shredded my only hope. Shredded the only thing left that brought joy in that morning. And I'm not kidding. I looked up and I said, I'm clocking out. I tried to be holy for 4 minutes. Yep, nope, I can't do it, God. I tried for 5 seconds. It failed. I'm going to bed. So here I am picking up piece by piece with a little fever in the ground.
The dog literally ate your homework.
He did. I couldn't believe it. I was like, out of everything else in the house you could have picked, you picked the one thing I was going to read. And on top of that, while I was cleaning up, I was doing that and another thing argument with God. I was done. I was like, and another thing about being sick, and another thing. Oh, there's a medical sheet of Seton Dave's. I better put that over there.
Oh yeah, the dog also ate the results of my gut health. Thank you.
Oh my word! It was a 4-day period to remember, or not so much. So finally, after several days, fever on and off for 3 days. I've never had that. Just basically.
And they couldn't find any. What was your temperature when you got to the hospital?
They took it and it was just around 103.
Okay.
So
which is high.
It was high. It was up there.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing,
Yeah. I talked to my neighbor yesterday and she's like, "How's Adam feeling?" Aww. And I said, "I think he's much better." And she goes, I did offer to bring him some meds, but he said his mommy was coming.
It's true. It's all true. I'm not going to hide behind masculinity. It's all true. She brought me some tomato soup and some juice and all the things because I was just like,
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. It's good to be here for another episode alive
of the Mom Millennial Podcast.
The Mom Millennial Health Podcast.
So, this is our last week of being live. Well, not live, in person with Ellie, the producer.
Yes.
Because now here's the thing. She kind of is going after this dream job.
Yeah.
Which we haven't had anything. Do you want to check any updates? No updates.
I've gotten an email from LinkedIn. That's about it.
Can you link them back and see if they can?
Do you think they'll call you or email you?
I'm gonna guess email since everything's been through email.
Interesting. I thought a big company would like pull up to the house in a limo and say, "You got the job," with a big sign.
Like a party bus or something.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit of Zane cocktail or something to celebrate.
The last time a party bus went by our house, it was COVID. Ellie had gotten accepted to the University of Michigan. Normally, they have a really fancy dinner at the yacht club or something for all of the local kids that got accepted to U of M. Well, they had to cancel that because of COVID. Instead, a Michigan party bus drove by our house playing the fight song and then threw Michigan paraphernalia at her. It was really awesome.
Everyone on our street was like, was that my dentist that I saw on a party bus going by your house?
The dentist does a lot of tailgating at the U of M or something.
That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Was it toothbrushes? Was it U of M toothbrushes?
No, it wasn't. I think I got like a water bottle or like a hat, maybe some mittens or something. Yeah.
Clean up on that.
You got a hat that I like.
Yeah, mom stole.
Go blue.
Ashwagandha.
Go blue.
Ashwagandha, baby.
So she doesn't have to control it that time.
No, here's the good news. Here's the good news.
Okay.
The redeeming factor. What? Can we talk about it? Like your other company won't be listening to this podcast.
Is it the FBI? Did you?
Actually, I do have something very FBI that I want to talk about quick. Because she's trying to be all hush hush about it, right?
Have you met me?
Yeah. This is funny.
Yeah, tell the story. Tell the story.
I was at work yesterday.
I have zero chill.
You would not make it in the FBI. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
She's not to be trusted with.
What do you need to know? You're torturing? No. What? I'll tell you everything.
Pour a glass of wine and call it.
Yeah, this is loose lips sink ship. Someone's got loose lips.
Hit me. It's what I do for a living, okay? I speak out of my mouth for a living.
That's what I told my 6th grade teacher when he told me I talk too much. I said my parents talk for a living.
Okay.
Everyone has a gift.
Okay.
So I'm at work yesterday. I've been in communications with some salespeople at the radio station because the company I work for had done advertising with them in the past. And so just talking about advertising their event center, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
So a salesperson comes in to the office. I haven't met this person ever, but I was like, oh, and it says it's from the radio station. I was like, oh, my mom's Ceci. He goes, oh, you're Ellie. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then she goes, and then he goes, oh, I heard about your new job offer in this other city with this big company. He was like, is that what you're doing next? Keep in mind, I haven't told my coworkers that I'm leaving yet. So we're just having to talk about it in the clubhouse, and apparently it's the talk of the office.
Oh.
Listen,
It's over.
Someday you two will have children. Someday you'll be proud of your children. You can hope. And someday you'll just tell everybody in the office about a potential career opportunity. I also texted my old co-worker.
About it? So you didn't even keep it in the circle you were talking to? You then even texted somebody intentionally?
You know that Southern thing where the way you gossip is just like, yeah, I have a prayer request. That's what I did.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Open heart.
Yeah, so I texted my old boss and I was like, prayer request. My daughter is interviewing at such and such a location because it happens to be connected to this person in a small way.
So everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
The whole town where she might be going probably knows.
I got a text this morning. Has your daughter heard about your job yet?
Everyone's texting me asking if I've heard about it, as if I wouldn't be telling everyone that was texting
It's going
me about
it's
the
going
job.
on the Millennial Podcast. It's going on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll know all the things.
It's huge. I might talk to my youth group about it because it's such hot news.
So when are you going to send an email to them, just checking in? Just that awkward, hey, just checking in.
Yeah, when is the timestamp for that? Is there like 3 days goes by? And
because you have to sign a contract with the job you actually did get.
That is true.
Soon.
Thursday?
So you're high
Tomorrow?
demand.
Yeah. Probably going to have to send me out tomorrow.
Okay. So we're going to be connecting with Ellie virtually from here on forward because she's moving to Kansas City.
Wow.
Yeah, That's fine.
Okay.
Whoops, another government secret out. But there's two. They don't know which side of the river you're on.
True.
So
one's in Kansas, one's in Missouri.
That's right.
I don't even know what side of the river you're on, to be 100% honest.
But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be so fun. We're going to miss you in person, though.
I know. I'm going to miss being
You
here.
really brought our pod to the next level. Do we want to do some stats? Thanks for sharing this with a friend and liking and commenting and listening on all the things, because we hit our first goal.
Woo!
100 something on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, ish.
Ashwagandha.
No, we've surpassed the goal by at least 10 since last time. So we've gotten, I think.
Where are all these people coming from? This is amazing.
I've been telling you, it's exponential.
Missouri and Kansas. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you're still going to be a part of the podcast, somewhat, of course. You just won't be in
You
person.
think I could leave this? No.
I mean, this is big time. This is big time.
fun.
All right. So what do we need people to do? We need people to like, listen on
We
Spotify.
have a Facebook page.
Yes, that's
Facebook
fresh.
page.
You too in this Facebook page.
You thought the fever was bad. That wasn't very good. Actually, Ellie did all the heavy work on that.
Yeah, I asked Adam to do it for 3 weeks, and I figured it out.
And I was like, I don't know how to do it.
We're old.
I don't
have the Facebook app on my phone.
It's right. It's right. Yeah, I'm still getting my censor button on the phone to work half the time.
Bless.
So whatever
Very
we're
blessed.
gonna do. Well, we're gonna be praying for you
I
in the big
appreciate it.
transition. That's huge.
Appreciate it.
Kansas City is awesome.
We already prayed that the other candidate was a major dud, and so I'm praying that this guy cannot accept. If they offered him the job first, if he's the one who heard from them quote early in the week, that he can't take it because he's had a sudden health emergency.
Or flat tire in a residential zone. As we talked about last week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. Maybe if we find out before Monday, I'll post about it on the Instagram.
Oh, good idea.
I like that idea.
You have to do a tease though. Do you know what a radio tease is?
Yeah, I've lived with you my entire life.
Everything is
Coming up in 10 minutes.
That's right.
You're pushing people into the next quarter.
That's how you plug dinner, right?
Yeah.
Coming up in 10 minutes. Roast beef.
All right, we got hopefully more life updates coming soon.
That's right. And I owe you eggs.
Oh yeah, what happened to my eggs?
You took those. I was gonna make a cake on Sunday, and all the eggs are gone.
Last story, and then we're done with this episode. I was so out of it leaving here over the weekend
That you left with the eggs.
that I grabbed all your eggs and I just packed them and I just left. And I thought they were mine. And so it's so funny. When you asked me how much I owe you, I subtracted $5 because I felt so bad for taking your eggs.
How do you pack eggs?
I was just scooping.
was delirious.
I was scooping and bagging, baby. I was scooping and bagging and fevering. I didn't know what I was doing.
You know what it used to be, Adam? It used to be when you came to dog sit. Of course, you charged me less back then. It used to be that I would like get your grocery order, and you're like, I eat brown eggs, and I need this turkey, and I need that. And I would go to the store for you, and I would. Now I'm like, you dog sitting, let me Venmo you and bring your own food.
I'm like, fine. I'm going to take what's rightfully mine. You should see the middle shelf at my house. It's all eggs right now because I bought some right before I came. It's ridiculous.
The other thing is the morning before we left on our road trip, we made cinnamon rolls. And there were 2 leftover cinnamon rolls. So I put them on paper plates for you. And I put them, did you notice there were cinnamon rolls by the microwave?
I'm ugly crying. I did because I thought, oh, Piper and Zane must have forgotten their cinnamon rolls. And so I just left them there to rot.
As if they were going to eat them when they got back. Those were for you!
I'm never dog sitting with 103 degree fever ever again.
Oh, I did double wash the sheets, so.
Oh, good.
So far, so good. We're still feeling good over here.
Gosh.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, happy trails. If you want more of the Mom Millennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.